Hey, what's up guys? I got Apple CarPlay wirelessly connected to my 2018 Ford Mustang. You want to see how I did this? You're going to want to stick around. Hey, what's up guys? I'm Mr. Chris with Infotainment.com. Today I'm in a 2018 Ford Mustang. This vehicle originally had Sync 3. We did the Sync 3 to Sync 4 conversion on it. That's going to give you wireless CarPlay and Android Auto. This is going to be for all you guys 2015 to 2023. So if you're interested in this upgrade, stick around. You're going to want to watch how I did it. All right, so where we're gonna start is right above our radio. We got our 3 AC vents here. This grayish silver trim that comes all the way down over to the passenger side glove box is just held in with retaining clips. So I'm gonna pop that off. I have a panel tool here. Just like that. This smaller end piece here does pop off separately, but I like to leave it on there. A lot of times that little clip likes to break itself off from the main housing, and then this won't stay in very well. So taking it off in one piece seems to be the best way to take that off for me. All right, next we're gonna come right down in front of our shifter. We have a little pocket here. We're gonna take the little rubber cover off, and that's gonna give us a little better access to this cover piece in here. This just snaps off using your panel tool, and that'll expose 2 7mm screws on the bottom, and right up on top of the bezel you have 2 more 7mm screws. So we'll get those out and we'll get our bezel pulled off. All right, now we're ready to pop our bezel off. I'm going to start up top here. The bottom side of this bezel is actually lipped underneath the center console. So if we start up here, we can kind of pull that out from behind of that center console area. Let's go ahead and use our panel tool. All right, so now we're free, but on the bottom, like I mentioned, we're kind of lipped behind this center console. So I'm gonna lift back and up at the same time. Just like that. And we actually don't need this to be here while we're doing the upgrade. So I'm gonna go ahead and unplug all the connectors back here. When you get to the USB port, it's kind of sandwiched in between 2 clips. So you gotta kind of spread those clips outwards. All right, so now we're ready to remove the Sync 3 radio and screen. Got 4 7mm screws on either side. Go ahead and pull this out. Now we'll unplug all of this. And we're not going to reuse the screen. The only thing we need from it are the brackets. So I have our new APIM and screen assembly here. What I'm going to do is swap the brackets over. And these are a T8 Torx screw. So you're going to need a T8 Torx bit to remove these. And what I like to do is get them in the same orientation and swap the brackets over on the same side at the same time. I don't remove everything at the same time because you can get confused and put them back wrong or upside down, or the left bracket on the right side. So to minimize that, I'll just do one side at a time. Okay, now we'll do the other side. All right, so from here, we're gonna replace our ACM with a new ACM. This one is going to keep your in-car SiriusXM radio. So this is gonna be the onboard SiriusXM radio. This is also gonna give you presets with your mix mode. If you don't care about presets, and if you're gonna use SiriusXM with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto, then you don't have to worry about changing this. This would also only apply to 15 to 19. 20 to 23, you don't have to replace this. We'll include a programmer that activates all those settings within your ACM. But because this is a 2018, we're gonna have to swap this out. This is 4 7mm screws. And we'll pull straight back. And the ACMs in here, they don't give you a whole lot of room with the wiring. So this may be a little hard for you guys to see, but you can stick your hand in the hole through the radio, where the radio was, and pull those connectors out. And just be careful if you do stick your hand back there. This is all just raw metal and it can be sharp. And the same thing like the APIM, we have to reuse these brackets, so we're gonna get these swapped over too. These are a little easier, they're just Phillips screws. All right, so now I'm gonna go ahead and grab the ACM harness, get this plugged in here. And you'll notice some RCAs on here. Now, we're not gonna be using this in this application, but we do offer this harness as well as a programmer as a complete upgrade that will give you preamp outputs for an aftermarket stereo. So what this is gonna do, it's gonna change the presets that are actually coming out of the radio. It's gonna get rid of that factory cabin tune, give you a flat response coming out of that radio, so it's not gonna have a weird EQ curve like the factory radio. It's gonna give you 4-volt outputs, so you're gonna get nice, clean, flat audio signal coming out of your RCAs. So if you do want to add an aftermarket amplifier, this is the only way to go. This is gonna give you the cleanest and best output while retaining your factory stereo system. So if you're interested in this is available for a bunch of Ford models, not just the Mustang. Head to our website and you'll get more information about this. We will be using this right here. That is gonna attach to our main radio harness. So let's get this guy plugged in also. And then on the back side, we're gonna be concerned with the one that says ACM-A on there. And we're gonna make sure that that loops around to the back and plugs into our ACM harness. All right, and that's all it is. And now we'll reinstall the new ACM, our new radio module, which is a Sync 4 radio module, and get everything plugged back in. Also, if you have factory navigation, you're not gonna have to worry about any antennas or anything. You can utilize the factory antenna that's on your vehicle. If you don't have factory nav, there is an antenna that we will include with your kit. So we don't need this for this situation, but if you don't have factory nav, you're gonna get it by adding this upgrade. And now we can install the new Sync 4 APIM and screen. Make sure to get this lever going all the way down. Flip it up to lock it in place. All right, now we can go ahead and reinstall our bezel, all of our plastic trim on our dash. Then if applicable, if you guys have a Genie, at that point you would run your programmer. But for us, since we did end up swapping our ACM out, we don't need to run the programmer in this vehicle. We're just gonna go ahead and test it out. Also, what I'd like to mention, if you do have a screen protector on there, now would be the time to pull this off. Because once you have that radio bezel in place, that becomes very hard to do. All right, so let's go ahead and turn it on. All right away you can see we have our built-in nav showing up. You can see how much more high res the screen is from the original screen. This is the newest stuff from Ford, so it's super fast. I did pair my phones, have an iPhone and an Android, and you can see Android Auto showed up perfectly. Go back in here, everything you know and love about Android Auto, and we can go back. And what I'll go ahead and do is swap phones. I'll connect it to my iPhone. And there you go, everything you know and love about your iPhone. Apple CarPlay is all in here. And you hit forward and you go back to your home radio basically. This is what's gonna live in the vehicle 100% of the time. You got your Sirius up there. Like I said before, your built-in nav with 3D maps. All right, so just as a recap, this is for all Mustangs 15 to 23, all trims. This is gonna give you wireless CarPlay and Android Auto, all the newest tech from Ford. You're getting that high resolution display, embedded maps with all the enhanced GPS navigation features, including the 3D maps built in, so you don't have to use your Apple CarPlay or Android Auto if you don't want to. This is probably a 2 out of 5 on the installation. Really easy, straightforward. The biggest thing is that bottom down there can be kind of a headache and the plugs are kind of tight, but besides that, this is a super easy upgrade for you. Also, it's one of those few upgrades that will increase the value of your vehicle. So if you like this upgrade and you want to see more just like it, be sure to head back to infotainment.com for more. Thanks for watching.